Hello, my name is James Woodard. I'm a student at the Art Institute Online. I'm in the interior design program. I've been here since 2007, and I want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about myself, some of my strengths and weaknesses, some of the opportunities I have based on my strengths, and some of the threats based on my weaknesses. Um, what I want to gear this discussion towards is taking a few minutes to look at my portfolio and also talk about my career transfer into the interior design industry and the opportunities that I have in that field. So I want to talk a few minutes here about my strengths, show you some of the items in my portfolio. On the cover here, you can see a hand rendering that I did for a waiting room in a healthcare facility. There's some spot renderings that I've done demonstrating some of the color schemes and materials that are being used in an interior. Also some 3D renderings using the Revit program, which is a very useful tool in the industry that's becoming more and more popular as a tool for presenting 3D images and renderings to clients that can be readily changed without having to go back and hand render a completely new set of drawings. Some wire renderings here. Also some SketchUp renderings. It's a Google program. It's also very popular in the field. And then also just some of my drafting skills, both manual drafting, which I started doing in 1985, and then AutoCAD drawings. When I first started drafting in 1985, the AutoCAD and the whole CAD industry was just beginning to start out, and there really wasn't a standard at that time. There was CAD Key, there was some Apple CAD, but as time went on, AutoCAD obviously became the premier and benchmark program that the industry used as a standard. Some presentation boards presented here, both manual and digital. Uh, Also, my experience with doing lighting and reflected ceiling plans, specifications and calculations, residential projects, projects that focus on personal residences, often high scale, upscale, and then commercial projects. This right here is a project done for a web-based interior design firm. Sorry, not interior design. Web-based internet firm. And then just some other work as far as some color theory work here. Some Photoshop work as far as presenting and developing digital images. And then furniture design work. This is actually a piece that I designed in the early 90s that was built and done as an install into a home. So as far as some of my strengths and my background, I've been, since I turned 18, in management and in retail and sales. So I've got a very strong background in that, 25 plus years. I also have knowledge of how to grow a business. This is something that is essential for anyone who's going into a new industry. They really need to understand the business side of things. I know how to financially run a business. So one of my goals in transitioning into interior design is actually have my own professional practice and my own design firm. That being said, the death of many small businesses is due to poor financial management. And fortunately, I've got the skills and the experience to avoid some of those pitfalls. I have a diverse knowledge background, as you can see here. This is some cartography that I did when I first started studying at university. Physical geography and cartography was a field I studied. And then, I also have people skills. I know how to talk to people. I know how to listen to people, which is almost as, if not more important than talking to people. Being able to convey and relate ideas and concepts in a way that is accessible to people. I also have, as you can see from some of the images that I've showed you, quite an extensive design ability. But one of the weaknesses that I do have is a lack of actual industry experience. So drawing upon my school background is going to be key in developing a professional portfolio as projects come along. Um, Talking a little bit about some of the weaknesses that I have and identifying those and starting my own firm. I have a lack of industry experience, which I stated. Um, I don't have stellar credit, so that's something that can be a liability in starting a small and new business. I don't have an existing customer base. One of the solutions would be going out and purchasing a customer base from a retiring or existing interior design firm, but that's not the direction I'm planning on going. And then the last one would be I don't have a vendor base. I don't have a solidly established network of vendors. And so, how am I going to address these particular things? As far as my lack of industry experience, I'm going to continue to move forward in finding the opportunities to do new and different projects and continue to build my portfolio. And over time, that particular weakness is going to go away and be at a tipping point where it becomes more of a strength because I'll have an existing portfolio and industry experience. Another strategy that I have in place is I'm going to bring on a partner who has existing industry experience and can help guide and direct some of the design ideas that I have and how to produce those to industry standards to get them to pass state and city inspection and codes. So as far as a customer base, I'm going to continue to build that through networking. Their BNI Business Networking International is a program that I plan to go through. Also, face-to-face networking with contractors, with real estate agents, both commercial and residential, and then looking at doing some marketing. So as far as opportunities that I have, with the strengths that I have, it makes sense to me to start my own particular design firm. It is, I could go in and start as a junior designer in a firm, but at my age and my experience, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to start a completely new career path from the ground up. So starting my own firm really makes a lot of sense to me. Also, one of the trends within the industry is sustainability and green design. Fortunately, a lot of my education, a lot of my interest is really based in green design, and I'm looking at becoming LEED certified and being able to expand on the knowledge that I have possessed already. And then some of the threats that I have to overcome. A lot of the competition out there is already LEED certified. LEED is leadership in environmental and energy efficiency design. It is the architectural industry as a whole has really embraced this idea of sustainability, and all the top firms currently have professionals on staff who are LEED certified. Where do I come in that? Well, from a sustainability standpoint, I have the knowledge and experience that some of these firms have, even though I don't have the current accreditation. And so when somebody has that accreditation, there's definitely an added expense to being able to purchase and hire the services of somebody in that field. And then some of the other threats that I have is Revit rendering, which is also Revit is a full program that's not just a rendering program, but a BIM system, which is building information and modeling. There are a lot of firms out there that have people on staff that do nothing but Revit. At the same time, that is a skill set that I'm quickly developing and can offer that type of presentation in the near term. And then one of the, knowing my weaknesses and the threats that are out there, potential threats, allows me to position myself to address those things. As I said before, one of the ways in which I am positioning myself is bringing on an architect to partner with that will help me navigate some of these threats. So in conclusion, drawing on my business knowledge and my background and my design ability, I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to overcome and gain experience within the industry and be successful as I do it following my graduation from the Art Institute Online. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation, taking a look at some of my work, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.